Hooray! It's finally here. I've waited so long for Ocean's 14 World War II edition. I can't wait to review. What's that person off screen that doesn't really exist? It's not Ocean's 14 World War II edition. But the trailer, I guess this means I can hold out on there ever being a Ocean's 15 Oceans in Space. So Monuments Men is the true story. Sorry, I didn't mean to use quotation fingers. It's just that everything is based on a true story nowadays.
Because who wants to see fictional movies? That's rubbish.
These taste terrible. How am I supposed to know what's real? And according to Wikipedia, Monuments Men is based on a true story, so I can stop my lollygagging. Anywho, the Monuments Men were a group of art professionals who were recruited into the army during World War II and went over to Europe to reclaim precious art that the Germans had stolen. In real life, there are about 400 of these men, but the movie kind of shrinks it down to a group of 10 or so, or 11 or so, older comedic actors. You've got John Goodman, you've got Bob Balaban, you got Jean Dujardin, and of course you've got the legendary Bill Murray. George Clooney is the head honcho who recruits this ragtag group of older gentlemen, and with Matt Damon, they will lead this group into rescuing art and pulling off a magnificent con, which is making everyone think this is an Ocean's 11 type film, which it is not. I'm sorry I keep harping on that, but come on, let's be honest, that's exactly what the trailer wanted you to think. And while this movie means to be mostly a comedic film, it's kind of lacking in the fun. I mean, to the film's credit, how much fun could you possibly have in a movie about World War II? Oh. Never mind. Monuments Men wants to walk the line between historical drama and light-hearted, almost family comedy, almost, at which you are supposed to laugh at scenarios like Matt Damon accidentally steps on a landmine. Look how old Bill Murray and John Goodman are. They can't go through boot camp. The movie feels like it's a mixed bag between people who really wanted to tell this story and then people who are like, yeah, but we want people to actually go see the movie, so let's put some famous people in it and then think of some random scenarios that have nothing to do with the actual plot. Unfortunately, not many people did see this because many people were more interested in going to see Legos, which, having seen that, I don't blame them. In fact, there isn't too much of a plot going on here at all. I mean, they're on a mission to take back art from the Germans, but the stakes don't feel very high. And while there are dramatic situations, they're not given very much context. This feels like it would have made a much better and interesting miniseries or TV series. Because for the most part, things feel very rushed and just generalized. We don't ever really get to know very much about the characters. I mean, we know George Clooney has a son, and Matt Damon has a wife, and Bill Murray has a family, but we never get to find out anything about them. And that's the main problem with the film. It's lacking any sort of real personality. I mean, sure, I don't want the Nazis to win, but nobody wants the Nazis to win. They're Indiana Jones's greatest nemesis. By far the most interesting person in the movie is Cate Blanchett's character, who is a French spy who helps, although begrudgingly, the Monuments Men along the way. I do like this movie's message, though, about how people's culture is extremely important, and if the people and their culture are both gone, then they are gone forever. And that is exactly what Hitler failed to do. But I'm afraid that the movie itself has a severe lack of intrigue, suspense, or human interest. So did the Monuments Men succeed? Well, it succeeded in making me want to watch a documentary about this subject and want to watch Ocean's 11 again, which I did last night. This movie will probably mildly please some people, though. There were quite a bit of older people in the movie theater that seemed to enjoy it, but I kind of got the feeling it was more because of, you know, America. Who's about America? But for me, I'm gonna have to give it a C-. There are things in the movie that work, but the movie itself as a whole does not. Bill Murray, why you make me sad? So, I can't stay mad at him.